With head women's basketball coach, Coach Reeves, on Coaches Camp for the Big South Conference Network. Coach, first off, I want to just discuss a little bit, how did you get into coaching, and more or less, what is your philosophy in terms of not just the X's and O's, but in coaching throughout these girls throughout their lives?
Well, for me, I decided when I was 12 that I wanted to get into coaching. I remember, actually the day I had really almost made that decision. And growing up in Indiana, we were playing, other schools when we were in 5th grade. And I remember in 6th grade, I was even looking through the trophy case and how proud some of the former champions had won at our school, and how proud the players looked. And I was already a player, and I decided that, of how proud the coach looked, and how the already my grade school coach was making an impact on me, and then my high school, college coaches, everybody I dealt with made such a positive impact on me, and that's kind of continued to reinforce that I wanted to do this. And now I've been coaching at the college level 26 years, and I believe it's 31 years if you count my high school days as well. So it's been a great career for me.
And you've been in the Big South. This is your second time through the Big South, having previously coached at Liberty. Just talk a little bit about what the Big South means to you and how it's grown since you first became there in Liberty.
It's kind of remarkable because at both Liberty and Gardner-Webb, when we were not in the Big South, and I was with the school when they joined the Big South. And I think a lot of the Big South Conference, I think it's a great league, especially in women's basketball. I really think the conference office does a great job in promoting the league, and I think we're kind of I'll say it's an unfound diamond with a lot of our sponsors. If they really get on and jump on their sponsorship with the Big South, they would never be disappointed, because there's so many quality student athletes and quality universities in the Big South that they would be, like I said, it would be beneficial to the sponsors to be a part of that as one of our corporate sponsors. Like I said, I think it's a great league, and I think it's continuing to get better.
Now you have over 80 former players, assistant coaches that are coaching now, whether it be high school, college, Division I, Division II, Division III. What does it mean to see them carry on kind of your tradition in terms of the leadership role and leading these young girls, young boys throughout their, not just athletic careers, but throughout their young adolescent years heading into their adult life?
Well, that's not counting. I've had several male managers that ended up going into coaching, and then former assistants who went on to be head coaches. I've had some great mentors, and anytime I have an assistant coach, I feel like it's my job to mentor them to be a head coach someday. And if I have players that want to go into coaching, it's really a thrill for me. And it's amazing, though. Just this Thanksgiving, I got a text from one of my former players who played for me 12 years ago, and now she's into coaching at the Division I level. And now she's in coaching, just how much more they appreciate Coach. And sometimes they don't appreciate him when they play for him, but some of the aspects of the things you try to teach them in life, not about basketball, but just about life, about how to treat other people and how to conduct yourself and integrity. I think that's important, and they learn it more. And they see it when they're out there, not just in the coaching profession, but any profession. The same. One of my former players started her own business and got very successful, and I took a lot of pride that she actually said, "Coach, a lot of things that even some of the handouts that I gave them that you used in practices and gave us about being a team, that she ended up giving her employees and especially her marketing and sales department." And so I was very flattered by that.
Well, the Big South, their slogan, we've talked about it many times, developing leaders through athletics. Tell us what that means to you and what a leader means to you.
Well, again, I've had some fantastic coaches to work for and mentor me, but I think as far as being a leader, we tell our players the definition of integrity is doing the right thing, whether anybody knows about it or not. And I think that's that's many times, situations that come up, and we could have went and practiced more hours than we're supposed to, or do things that we're not supposed to do. And our players know that we have integrity. We're not going to do that. Whether we would have got caught by the Big South or NCAA, no, it's not that, doing the right thing because it is the right thing. Because all along for me, coaching's never been a job; it's been a ministry. And being at a Christian school like Gardner-Webb, and it's such a fine academic school as Gardner-Webb, we're going to put Christ first in everything we do, and we want to win. We want to be successful on the floor. We want to be successful in the classroom, and we want them to be successful in life, but we want them to have their priorities. Their first priority, their faith; their second priority, their family; and then the third priority, their job, or in this case, their team. And so we spend a lot of time talking to our players about that, and it's just such a source of pride when you see them, really accomplish that. And then when you see them not only playing for you, but 4 or 5 years after they get done playing for you, you really see how much of an impact and whether you were a success with them or not.
Well, thanks, Coach, for spending time with us. And this is head coach Rick Reeves of the women's basketball team at Gardner-Webb University.